Okay, so if you look at a triangle, the obvious, you have the tri there and the angle. So it has three angles, it has three sides, all the sides are connected. The problem is how do I pick out the base and the height? It's the same as the parallelogram. The base and the height have to be at a right angle. So in this case, this triangle, its height is outside the triangle. It's just how far is it from the base to the tippy point. And if you see down here, if I duplicate this triangle, the original triangle, if I duplicate it and spin it around, it's a parallelogram, and the height is 8, and the base is 2. And you can see that would be the whole parallelogram. So with the triangle, you only have half of the parallelogram. So your formula is always going to be 1/2 of whatever the parallelogram would be. So it's going to be 1/2 of 8 times 2. And 8 times 2 is 16, so half of that is 8. You can also go ahead and say, well, half of 2 is 1, so I can get rid of this to begin with. I can cancel this 2 with this 2, and my answer is just 8. So you can see inside of here there's only 8 squares. There's 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 3 full squares, and then these ones start going together to make other squares. So together they're going to make 5 squares, and then the perimeter is just going to be 2 plus 9 plus 10, which is 19, 20, 21. So the perimeter is just how far it is around the outside. And it works with this kind of triangle. It works with a right triangle a lot easier, because you can see if you duplicate that, you're going to get a perfect rectangle. And then if you just have a triangle like this, there's a couple ways you can do it, but you can go ahead with, here's your height, and divide your triangle into 2. You can duplicate this one over here, and you can duplicate this one over here, and then you can see you have your base times your height, and then you only have half of the area.